What is up, you guys? Gamerlive Studio here, back at it with another video. And today I'm here to do an unboxing video. But this unboxing video that I'm about to do is literally history in the making right now. For real, I've been waiting for this for so long, and I thought this will never happen. I literally thought I will never see the day that this right here has finally happening. It really is. I can't even believe it, but it's happening. It really is happening. I must be dreaming right now, like for real. But let me show you what I'm talking about here. It's here. It's finally here. The Xbox ROG Ally, a gaming handheld device. This is literally history in the making right now. Mark this calendar down. October 16th, 2025. Like, oh my God. This right here that I have right in front of me, it's unfathomable. I'm just as speechless than anything else, okay? I'm just as speechless. I cannot wait to even open this up and just do this unboxing video. But before we get started with the video, right? Make sure you like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate that. And without further ado, let's get into the unboxing here. But before we do anything and tearing stuff up, let me set this up for you real quick, okay? Because this is kind of emotional here. It really is. Okay, let's take the bullshit, you know, the fanboys and these crazy, let's just take it back when we was kids, okay? When I was in middle school, right? I used to draw pictures, right? I used to draw pictures of, like, you know, of these handheld devices. I'm not even joking. I'm really dead serious. Like, when I was in middle school, I was drawing pictures like this. I was drawing pictures like, what if we took this controller, split it in half, like, putting this as an example, put a screen right there, right? And then let's say it has the power of like a console, right? I'm just putting this as an example, but let's just say the internals of it, right? Let me just open it up. The internals of a console, right? Inside of a controller with a screen, right? And I sat there and said, what if we really did have that? What if we really did had all of this great stuff, right? This is during the time when I was in middle school, right? I was thinking like, you know, at the time it was, you know, Wi-Fi, you know, 3G, right? You know, that was before 4G and now we got 5G, but 3G, right? You know, you can have storage in here. It can run any, you know, gaming title that's on that console. So like if I have or brought a digital game, it's just gonna work just like that. And it's gonna run the game and I could play it all right here in the palm of my hands. Like, I was literally doing videos like I was literally drawing pictures like that. And I had like actual genuine like classmates. We was talking about this and we be going back and forth and be like, yo, this would be so dope that if it did happen, right? And then, you know, this was the time, I believe it was the PlayStation 3 generation coming up, and then the 360 came up, like the early 360, not the later 360. And we know both console has its problems, but the thing was that PlayStation 3, you know, put out a gaming handheld device, because Nintendo, they put out theirs, right? They had you know, Game Boy, right? Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy SP, right? The 3DS, so on and so forth, right? Like, they had their handheld, right? Nintendo does. And then PlayStation came along and say, we can do a gaming handheld too, right? So they did the PSP, the PlayStation Vita, and then later on they did, I think, the PlayStation Go. That was another handheld. It was very short-lived. And then they had also a partnership, right, with a cell phone company. Don't know off the top of my head, sorry. But it was basically the PlayStation phone. Basically, Sony partnered up with a cell phone company and then took the PlayStation division and their expertise and had a partnership, and they basically made a cell phone, but it also, you know, had that flip, like where, you know, where you slide this up and then it has the PlayStation like kind of controllers down here, so you can play your PlayStation game, your mobile games and stuff like that, controller device. But it was still a, you know, a cellular, you know, like a cellular phone, right? That's what we got right now, you know. And that was still called the PlayStation phone, right? It was called something else, but again, it was still PlayStation through and through. Whether they have the controllers, it only plays PlayStation 1 games, but even for a PlayStation phone, it was still a mobile handheld gaming device. It was still a device that you could literally play games and do stuff with it, right? And you know, so when Nick was dropping those, I had my hands on those as well, and it was really cool. The thing was that, you know, at the time I grew up with the, you know, with the Xbox. I had a PlayStation 1, then I had a PlayStation 2. After PlayStation 2, I moved on to Xbox. My uncle introduced me to the Xbox, and I fell in love with it, loved the controllers and everything. And I grew up with the OG Xbox 360 later on, because I couldn't afford the beginning of the generation of the 360. I had to get that a bit later on, like towards near the tail end of the 360 generation. So I had the OG Xbox 360. And then when I had a job and I could afford stuff and buy stuff on my own, then I had the Xbox One Generation 1. I had the VCR one, trade that in. I had the Xbox Series S, the white console, but that was the special edition one because it was the 2 terabyte one, right? And I had that. And then I skipped the Xbox Series S and X because I kind of knew where Microsoft was going in terms of the generation. I knew right off the bat where they was going, because when they announced Game Pass for PC, I knew right then and there, and I understand the assignment, that they are going to expand outside than just the console, right? So I skipped the Xbox Series S and X, but that doesn't mean I didn't support Game Pass. I do have Game Pass. I still play Xbox games still to this day. Still play them. I still will rock with Xbox to this day. That will never change. But the thing was that during going back, right, I think everyone during that time, even, you know, like, wouldn't it be pretty cool that we can finally see Xbox making their own gaming handheld? Like, honestly, during when I was a kid, I always wanted them to see them to do that, to compete in that market. You know, saying, well, if PlayStation can do and drop a PSP, then why can't Xbox can do it? Xbox can definitely do it if they wanted to. And we waited for so long, because I know, like, it wasn't just me, but there was a lot of Xbox fan during the 360 generation growing up. We always wanted Xbox to make their own gaming handheld device, right? And fast forward to right now in 2025, when I was a kid back in middle school, early 2000 era, early 2000s. And now fast forward to 2025 and I'm sitting here like as an adult and we finally have an actual legit Xbox ROG Ally gaming device. Handheld portable gaming device. This is history in the making right here. This is literally history in the making. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, if you really take a step back and think about it for a minute, like, we should be Xbox fans out there right now should be celebrating right now for the fact that they have came out here and actually made a gaming handheld device that we've been waiting for this shit for the past 3 decades. 3 decades. 3 decades. That was during the, like, we didn't talk about this handheld until the PlayStation 3 put out their PSP. Right? So that was from 360, right? Then Xbox One. And now we're entering, well, now we're in currently right now, we're in the Xbox Series S and X. So that is literally 3 generations, 3 whole decades. But right now we're entering into a whole new generation right now. And this right here is phase 1 of the new generation, what they're doing. This is phase 1. They actually did it. I cannot believe this. And it's like, dude, for real, they finally did it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. This is literally history right now. I'm touching a piece of history right now. It's crazy, because if I was a kid, like, and we're gonna get to the unboxing, I just want to add one more thing to this. When I was a kid, right? And I know probably people were going to bring this up, but when I was a kid, I would be like, would I want to see them to make a handheld during the 360 generation and the Xbox One generation? When I was a kid, I would say absolutely yes. 100%. They should just be putting out handhelds and stuff like that. But as I got older, right, and started to kind of pay attention what's going on in the gaming market and stuff like that, the grown up right now, right, the grown up in me right now, I'm actually kind of glad that Xbox took the time and just took a step back and just wait until it's the right place at the right time in the right generation. And right now, this is a perfect time in this generation, right? Because again, when you look at the PSP, right, it was some games, it was this, and it was cool. Like, don't get me wrong, the PSP was great. The Vita was also great too. The problem was, it was lacking in support. And also, they had a lot of technology stuff, but it was also expensive, right? So there was a couple of issues and problems, game development, right? Because it wasn't their mainline titles and stuff. I think Xbox did the absolute right thing, was to wait until we can actually play AAA games on an actual gaming handheld device like this. The same way how if I was to turn on my console, I could still play the game like Forza. I don't need a spin-off title. I don't need to have those developers to make like an extra game or something like that. Literally the same game that I play on the console, right? Or even on PC, it's going to work on here. Like 1-to-1. That's amazing. That is amazing. This is everything that I wanted to see. So, without that being said, let's get into the unboxing video, because I know I am so ready. I came home, took a shower, got myself comfortable, right? And I was ready for this, man. But before we do that, we gotta put on some gloves. Okay, because we need to make sure that I don't want to mess anything up. Anything like that. Right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the the raw unboxing, right? We go through every piece of thing that's in here. Every single piece. That's what I do for my unboxing. I go through every piece. From the box, from the outside, the look, and everything. We're going to go through each and every piece of thing when I do my unboxing. So that's what I like to do. I don't like to rush and whatever. I like to just go through it and take my time and really enjoy the unboxing. Okay? And then in the next like 2 weeks or so, I will have my overall impression video of this device. So when I play around with it, this, that, stuff like that. It's not a review, but it's like kind of like my overall stuff, and we'll debunk a few things like, what people are saying and stuff, what's true, what's not true and stuff. We'll go through that and my overall experience and everything with this device. And then a couple of weeks down the road, then I'll do my review on this device and talk about it. So you could obviously see that this is the white one. I didn't get the Ally X, but I'll explain that in the next video. I'll explain why I got the white one than the black one. But this right here, we're just gonna do the unboxing and have some fun. So we might as well get our nice little knife right here. And before we start cutting this, let's go look at the box itself. You can see right here, which is the ROG, the Asus ROG. We got the Xbox right here, looking nice. I like the picture to it. It looks really good. All right, so this right here is the front of the box right here, which is the ROG Xbox Ally. I call it the Xbox ROG Ally. I think that makes more sense, but hey, this is what they want to name it. That's perfectly fine, right? So there's that. And then here is the side of the box right here. I don't know if that can get into focus. So there's that. Nothing too much, but that's just the side of the box. The back of the box right here, right? Then there's another side of the box. And then here is the bottom of the box. Right here we got some, again, the model number, pin, stuff like that. Product key ID. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to like blink some of this out, but it's all right. So yeah, so basically I'm looking at it and just reading it real quick. What does this say? All right. So yeah, so basically it will tell you, like, again, all of the specifications right here, what it has, got all the product key, serial numbers and stuff. So that's basically what this is. And then got the little picture right here. Actually, here's something we can definitely look at. This right here says it right here. This is handheld console PC console portable. All right, so it says it right here. It's official documents. We'll put it right up here so you can read it, see it. All right, there it is. So it's pretty much, it's official. It's a handheld console PC console portable. Okay, there it is. That's what it says. All right, so now we got that out the way. Now we can start cutting this open. All right, so I'm gonna start from down here to the side. All right, start over here. Yep, make sure we can cut it. Get it all the way around. There we go. right. Okay, so put that to the side for a minute. Look at that. Wow. Ooh, man, I'm so excited. Let's get this off of here. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we got that open. Hopefully this should just lift up. Let's see. Okay, we're lifting it up. Go. Would you look at that? Wow. All right, so it seems like we got something underneath here. So let's start with this first before we bring that one back into the fold. So we got this right here, which this is at the bottom of the box right here. So this is some sort of stand. So here's the stand, which is the ROG stand one. So I'll let you guys look at it so you can see it for yourself. There we go. Autofocus right there. Some regular stand. You know, that's the one thing I could sit here and say is kind of a gripe, that if you're paying like $600 or even $1,000, you could have at least made this metal, right? You know, or could have had one of those metal like cell phone stands and stuff. I wouldn't mind, like something small, whatever, like, you know. But this is okay. It's better than nothing. But that's a gripe right there. Like, again, if you're gonna pay for a premium product or really expensive product, I would like to see a better stand. But we got a stand right here, so let's just put that over here to this side for a minute because we're going to use it. But there's nothing in the box right here other than that. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, so there's nothing in the box right here, and this is what it will look like when you flip open the box. So when you flip this open, this is what it is, and that's that. I'm gonna kick that to the side, right, for a minute. And now we got this right here in front of us. So right here you can see there's some directional stuff. Please make sure you read your directions, okay? Don't just like take it off and be like, oh, it doesn't work, it doesn't turn on. Look, it got directions right here, so please make sure you read it carefully before you toss stuff away. But you can see it right here where we just need the power thing right here to plug in to turn on the power. It's going to work. I'm not going to turn it on here. I'm going to have a separate video for that, and then I'm going to do the whole setup process right here, and I'll do like kind of like a time lapse for it. It's not going to be the unboxing video, it's going to be for another video, but I'll have that ready to go. So you can see it right here. I'll bring it in a little bit closer so you can see it for yourself. If you want to pause it, look at it. And we got a whole bunch of languages and stuff. So there's that. I don't want to damage this, right? So it seems like there is a QR code. There's a, you know, Q&A, and then you got a video one right here. So that's pretty like a nice touch. And then we have the device right here by itself. I'm going to lift this up for a minute. I'm going to toss it to the side. That'll be the main event. But we'll go through this. And I really like this. I really like the boxing for this. Like, I gotta say, you know, besides, yes, for the cardboard stand, I gotta say, the boxing is pretty damn good. I like it. QR code right here. Really nice touches right here. I really like this. I'm gonna still try to keep this in very good condition. For real. Okay, anyway, what do we got in here? So it seems like we still got some more goodies. So let's take this item out. Take these out, right? So we'll put that up here for you. So what do we have here? Let's start off with this one box right here. This is a really nice box. Okay, so what do we got here? So, yep, okay, so we got manuals and stuff. Don't worry, we'll put that back in the box because I don't want to lose anything, but Here it is, the warranty one. Show it. There it is. Don't worry if it's serial numbers and stuff, I'll blur it out. Don't worry about it. But yeah, there's that. It's pretty cool. So there's that. And then we have this one right here, the gaming handheld, and it got both between the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X. So they got that. So we got both. So it is a gaming handheld. And there it is, the start guide, all this stuff right here. Pretty cool. Okay, so we got that. This is what it will look like. Okay, so now we got that. And then we have another kind of like booklet for like safety and stuff. So there's that with multiple different languages. Special there. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna put this back in the box. So then that way I don't want to lose it or damage it, and I want to keep it in a nice, you know, valuable, you know, right here, you know, it's very valuable. I like it. I like the box. So I'm gonna put that back in here because there is nothing inside of this box at all. Nothing on the side. This is just, you know, protection. So I'm gonna put this back in here. Okay, what is this? This is something or what? I don't think I see anything here. I think this is just a protection, like a cushion and stuff, or you know, a thing for it. So I'm gonna put that underneath here. So there's nothing in there. And this is probably most likely is the charger, which it is. So we got the charger right here. What it will look like, right? So we'll put that right here, and I'm gonna close this box back up, and I'm gonna put it back inside of here. Nice and neat. Like it really is some nice, very nice packaging. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, it's some really nice packaging. It's really nice. I'm impressed by it. There we go. So there it is, the charging compartment right here. Everything is put back into the box. I'm just going to put this back where it belongs because, like, again, I do like to keep all my stuff in good condition. If you keep it in good condition, here's a rule. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this right now. Keep things good condition. Keep the box. Don't damage it. Leave it alone. Later on, when you're ready to resell it, you can sell it at a higher price. Don't lose the box. Keep the box and keep it in good condition. So then that way, when you put everything back, is in good condition. So there's that. So there's the box, everything. We can put that to the side. And now we can take a look at the charger because we didn't look at it. So here is the charger, which if you want to see it right here, 65 watts right here. It's a really nice charger. I ain't gonna lie to you. Got a nice little QR code. So we'll take this apart. It's all plastic. Hopefully it's not a big deal. There we go. So this one is not like a flip charger one. So this is just gonna be sticking out like that. So that's one other gripe too. You know, we got this as a gripe, and I will say this one too. I would like to see it to be more of a flip thing. So then if I want to throw it in the bag, these pong, the two pongs right here, or however you want to say it, it's not going to stick out. I could just like flip it, close it inside, and then it's going to be okay, and it's not going to whatever. So that's one gripe that I could say about that. You know, I wish it was more, you know, got the flip and close thing, but it is what it is. It's still not a bad charger. It still is a really nice charger. So we can see it still has plastic right here. I don't know if I can get it off. If I can, let me see if I can gently, without scraping it. There we go. That's nice. That's it. That is really is nice. So that should go this away. Right, so there it is. Here's the logo for it. 65 watts for it. Hongs right here. Got a QR code right here. So not a bad charger. And this is the Type-C cable right here. Nice. Got the nice little organized wire right here. Oh, I do like this one right here. It does have the clippings for it as well. Very nice. So at least we can clip the wires and stuff. Good. Pretty good. I don't mind. This is really good. So there's that. So we'll throw this to the side, and then we can throw this away. Right? I don't think we need that anymore. So now we can get to our main event right here. This is crazy. Like, wow. Look at this. This is really nice. Really nice. All right, so let's gently try to take this out without damaging it too much. But sometimes I even reuse the package. Like this plastic right here, I'm not gonna throw this plastic away. I'm gonna put it back in the box actually. See if I can, like, you know, kind of use it to kind of like put it back. But if I can, I'm not sure if I can. Maybe. Nah, I probably can't. No, this is more like taking it apart. But okay, fine. We'll take this apart. Put this down right here. Okay. Probably can't. I'm going. Oh, right. Look at this. Wow. This is so nice. I like, wow. Man, I wish I had it in black, but hey, I'll do white, you know. So, first time holding it. Yeah, it actually does feel like an Xbox controller. Let me see. I might have to. Wow, this really does feel right at home. Wow. Yeah, I like it. It really is nice. And it's not even that heavy either. I am shocked by this. Like, I'm fucking shocked right now. Like, that shit is not even that heavy. I have to probably take off my gloves for this, because I gotta feel this for real. All right, I gotta feel this on my hands for real. Wow. Yeah, this is really nice. Like, you know, it actually feels good in the hands. It feels just like right at home. Hold on, I'm kind of out of focus. Hold on, let me see if I can get myself back into focus. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, wow. This is amazing. I'm speechless right now. This shit is amazing. The D-pad. Alright, feels good. I don't think it's as good as this. I think this is more tactile than that. So, you know, comparing the two right here, right? This is just a regular Xbox controller, right? Yeah, this is more quiet, much more damped. Yeah, this one has that tactile feel. Between the two, I would like the tactile feel to be on here, but even this one is not even that bad either. It's still good. It really is. It really does feel good. Let me see. Let me feel the... Yeah, it definitely got that same feel for this right here. Definitely the same feel. Pretty good. Okay. But yeah, like this right here has a battery, you know, chargeable battery. This feels light, but this, bro, this feels even lighter than even this. And this has a chargeable battery in here. Let me take this out for a minute. I just wanted to see and compare, like, is it without the battery charger and with this? Right, so now, okay, so without the battery charger, this is more lighter now than this. But when you throw this back in here, with the battery charger, right? Right, if you throw this back in here, and if I pick this up, bro, this feels way lighter. Yeah, this feels way lighter. Holy shit. Wow, this is really good. I gotta say, Xbox really did knock this shit out the park. I'm not even joking. I can only imagine the black one too. Like, it's, bro, this is so nice. All right, let's take it around for a minute. Let me try to see if I can bring this in a little bit closer so you can see it for yourself. Hopefully we can be in focus. I don't know if it's gonna allow me to be focused. Yeah. All right, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to, let me do it like this real quick. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna I got my thing out. I'm gonna try to zoom this in a bit more closer. There it is. I don't know if it can work. I don't know if it can work and see it. There it is. Yeah, see? This is, yeah, it's kind of like still out of focus. Let me see if I can change that real quick. I'm sorry. Let me see. Here it is. Let me manually focus. There we go. I kind of did a manual focus on it, so then that way we can see it better instead of it being on auto. Yeah. So we got the buttons right here. There's the Xbox button. Oh, these button presses, yo, they feel really tactile right here. Nice satisfying click. Nice satisfying feel in the whole of it. Like, yo, and this feels so light. This is incredible. Like, it feels so light. I love the design to it as well. So yeah, it's, buttons feels good. Let me just do something real quick. I just want to see this controller and see. Yeah, see, this got the mushy buttons, right? Then when I take out my Vitris right here, yeah, it got, this almost had the same click feel, but this is a lot better. This feel much more tactile. It's just like, this doesn't feel tactile, it feels mushy, and then this right here feels more tactile. But pressing buttons like this or like this is mushy. Yeah, I got the same button feel for this, but pressing these, but this right here just has that nice satisfying click to it. Like, it feels really good. That's pretty cool. All right, let's go from the top. Let me see if I can try to put it back to autofocus. Okay, so let me bring this a little close. See if we can autofocus in here. No, ain't gonna do it. Let me just do. Doesn't want to do it. All right, let me just do manual focus. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna leave it like that, but we can see it right here on the top. So the power button is right here. Satisfying click. Got that nice tactile feel of that clicky button to it. I like the headphone jack right here. We got a micro SD card expansion slot. The volume button is over here. Is mushy. Still got that little tactile to it, but is a bit more mush. But it's still fine. It's still satisfying to click. Then you got the battery, the lights, and then you have your two type C's. One is going to be for charging. One is also going to be for your external, that where you can, you know, dock it if you want. So if I say like, hey, I'm gonna just want to dock it, I can dock it, right? And it'll be perfectly fine, right? So that's really nice. I really like this, you know, right here, you know, got the buttons out of shit. It's so nice. You can see the triggers right here. These are definitely wider triggers, right? Now again, these are pretty much are like these right here. Nice wide triggers that I have for the Vitris, the Gambit. And then these right here is a lot more more skinnier triggers. So it took something from this and put it on here, which I do like, and it makes sense. It does make sense, because when you hold it like this, it feels good to do what you need to do. So I'll give them that. But yeah, it looks good. Now the thing is, I think the LB and RB ones up here are a bit squish. It's still got that click, but it's like squishy. So I don't know if like people going to like that or not, but it does have that squish. I don't mind the squish to it for games, but sometimes I do like that satisfying click, like this one right here. It's loud, but I like the click. This is quieter, so if you do like quiet, this is pretty good for people. For me, I do like the just a satisfying click to it for me. But sometimes I don't mind the squishiness either. So it's just going to depend on you know, how you feeling for it. But it feels really good, you know, just like, again, holding it, clicking on it, and then I'm putting my 2 over it, you know, right? Like, I never hold a handheld before. I never had a handheld. This is like my first time having one. It's nice. Got the speakers right there, the 7-inch screen, and yes, I can see the bezels right there. Yeah, I can see the bezels right here. You probably can't see it, or right there. If I could put it where the light is, you can see the bezels and stuff right there. But it's supposed to be a 7-inch screen. I think this is perfect for me. 7-inch is perfect. Like I don't need something like super and like big or something like that. Like I'm even still dealing with what, like 27-inch monitors. I don't need to go any bigger than 30 or even higher. I think 27-inch monitors for my PC is perfectly fine. So yeah. All right, so then let's take a look at the back right here. So let's move this out the way real quick. So here is the back. So we do have another buttons right here. It does have that tactile kind of like squishy feel. It's pretty good. I like the design to it. It got the ventilation right here, got ventilation at the top right here, and ventilation to the back. I can't believe how light it is. And then, you know, here's the bottom for it down here. So yeah, and bro, it feels really good in the hands. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, fam. Like, it really does feel good in the hands. Like, it feels just like how you're picking up a controller like this. They really put that in this handheld. Like, oh my god. Like, it feels good. I gotta see how it plays games. And racing games. I'm sorry. Ugh, excuse me. Let me go drink some water. Ugh, okay, better. So yeah, like, man, it feels so good in the hands, and it's light. It's not even heavy. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels good. I'm impressed. Like, for real, Asus and Xbox teaming up, they really knocked this shit out the park. Like, again, it's not all perfect, you know, there's some gripes here and there I can say, but overall, from what I'm seeing right here in the package, bro, this is solid. I wish this was in black. You know, I don't know if D-Brand is going to do like a sticker thing to go over it, or I have to get like a case to kind of slip over it. I probably might have to do that. I'm going to get a case and slip over this and make sure it's like mostly black, and this will be great. But it's really nice. And let me see if I can reach the buttons in the back. I could reach for the buttons in the back, because it'll be basically be this finger right here. I can reach for it, but if I want to use it, I probably can't see it, but right there, yeah, so I can reach for it right there if I want to. I have to like practice and go up, but if I don't want to, then it's not in the way or blocking or whatever. Feels really good. I'm probably gonna have to do is get the like, what I'm gonna do is probably get one of these and put these over, so then this doesn't get like worn out and stuff. I'm probably gonna have to do that. So that's one thing I'm probably gonna put on the list for this weekend that I'm going to do. And yeah, bro, it's amazing. But I do got one other surprise, okay? I do got one more surprise, I think, because I did order some stuff. I will be putting a tempered glass over it, a screen protector. Already got that. However, we can also see that I got a case for it too, so I can like take it on the go with me and stuff. So it's pretty cool. I got the case right here, so I'm gonna back this all the way out to here. There we go. So then that way we can see the case. Also, let me just put this, I don't know if I can put this back to autofocus. That'd be fine. Okay, so there it is. So there's that. So let's go put this to the side for a minute, and then I'll show you the case that I bought for it, and we can put it inside and we can see it. So here's the case right here. I got it from Amazon for like $25. It's not an official Asus case. This is just a regular generic case. However, I do like it. It's very compact. Got the handles right here, the two zippers. So let's just open this up real quick, right? See what we got. And there it is. See, got nice zipper thing. I could put in, again, the charger in here, right? Put in the charger, right? Boom, zip it up. There we go. I could put like other wires and other things in here. And then right here, right, we can actually put in the device. I want to see if it's going to fit in here. Oh yeah. Oh my god. This actually does fit. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it fits. Nice and snug. Nice and snug, though. Okay. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can put this charger over here. I don't know if the charger is going to fit, because it seems like it's a little bit too big. I have to probably carry it separate, or I gotta put it towards the middle. I don't know if that's the problem. But yeah. It's over. Yeah, I just gotta put it in the middle. But yeah, fits, and it feels light. Holy snap, that's really good. So now when I'm ready to whatever, open this up. It's already protected. I'm gonna put the screen protector on right now. I'm gonna be doing that after this. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I like it. So the case works. It fits. I could put the charger in here. I just gotta put it in towards the middle, but other than that, it's just gonna serve a purpose of just me just put my charger, boom, and then I can just take it on the go with me, and then I'll be straight. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like this. I really, really do. This is amazing. Nice case. Nice case. So yeah, overall thoughts on it, like, bro, like yo, like, I cannot wait to start this up and just messing around with it and doing a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, this is so good. Feels so cool. First time in history, Xbox make an actual gaming handheld device. And it's an Xbox. Finally. Like, first time in history. Like, think about it. First time in history, Xbox make an actual gaming handheld in 2025. I thought this day will never come, but it actually came. And they fucking deliver. They really did deliver. And I've been waiting for this because I love the ergonomics. Like, bro, the ergonomics on this shit. Like, bro. Yo, I could sit here and just literally play this shit for hours. I could see myself playing this shit for hours. Oh my god, I cannot wait. But anyway, you guys, that is it for the unboxing. I hope you guys do enjoy the video. Make sure you like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And also stick around to my channel. We're going to be putting up more videos of this. I'll probably be showing off some gameplay footage and stuff like that. And we'll be doing the initial, you know, I'm going to be making another video doing the actual start for this, the process and everything else. And then we'll make another video like a week and a half later. We'll talk about, you know, what I've been doing with it, what I've been playing, the games that I've installed, all that stuff. And then I'll do my review in the next couple of weeks, maybe towards the beginning of December or in the middle of December, and I'll do my final review on it and this product. But overall, bro, this wow, this feels fucking awesome. This shit is awesome. I love it. Love it. But anyway, I really do appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, comment, share. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.